watching so far. I did the 10 minutes in the car this morning. I was going to do more at lunch, but then, then I didn't. And I'm trying to read now because I still got to finish the book today. Like, I got to read the next, not quite 250, but then, the bookmarked show starts, and I almost never get to see these things live. I don't know. I'll make a decision. I need to get really into that. I do not want to lose this. I'll check in with you when I've made a decision. So I'm officially up to page 300, over halfway. Probably going to finish watching bookmark, prep some booktube stuff, or maybe work on the indie list a little bit while I watch, so it's not totally just me sitting around staring at something. If I can get 2 hours of time together, maybe I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I will check with you in a while. I'm done. Finish this one. Got about an hour before bed, and I'm probably going to keep up my usual shtick of giving myself the hour before bed to chill. So I probably can't get started on the next book tonight, but I probably can choose it. Let's go with The Silence of Bonaventure Arrow. After that last book was so high action and fast paced, and I liked it. It also, the epilogue was on Christmas Eve, and I thought that was very appropriate. I guessed the ending a little bit before it happened, but it was still good, so I'll go with it. This one I think is much more contemporary. It's much more, I don't know, not quite as action paced. So I'll do that to be my cool down, because one of the other ones I have to read is the post-apocalypse, because I am going to make it my tradition now for every Witchathon I read the group book last. Don't ask me why, I just will. But we're doing well, and I will check in with you tomorrow. It's Wednesday the 19th, and I am here 20 minutes before work instead of just 10. It's an extra 10 minutes to read, so I'm going to get started. I'm really tired. So I did some reading this morning in the car, and a little bit more lunch, but I'm still not that far through. I think you always have to remember that your speed picks up as you go through the story, that you're slow when you begin the book, and then you get faster, and I'm trying to remember that, but still, I gotta get a couple hours together, at least. I need to finish this tonight. Don't want to lose. Checking with you in probably a couple hours. Alright, I put in an hour straight of reading, and I'm officially over halfway done with the book. It's reading a lot better than I thought. It's very, very poetic and very, very the universe and fate and all that kind of new age type stuff in a 1950s Louisiana setting. So it took a little bit to get into, especially since it was so different from the last book I just read. It was like a change that my bookish palette wasn't prepared for. But the farther I get into it, the more I like it. The characters pop out, and it's filled with this kind of beautiful bittersweet sadness and grief and kind of magic-y type stuff. I can't explain it that well. But I'm surprised. I never really thought about reading this for the longest time, for years, and I'm kind of bummed. It's turning out way better than I thought. But now I actually have to go record for another video. I have this big video idea coming up. The video is going to be so long and it requires so much effort, but I really want to do it. So I got to get that started while I still look semi-cute. I am all rosy cheeked today. I am loving this. I'll check in with you in a bit. Hi, I just got done filming, so I decided to just chill out here for a second because I was loving how I looked right now. I filmed my big video. It's not even half done though. You won't even see it until the new year. And I'm really, really hoping it turns out well, because I love the idea of it. I've never seen anyone else do something like it on BookTube. But now I can get back to reading, hopefully. I think if I really plug into it, an hour and a half should be all that it'll take. And then if I could get a jump start, I guess I would have to go back to the ebook, because I want The Bear and the Nightingale to be last. And that's going to be my Witchathon tradition, is I always read the group book last. So I will check in with you in a little bit. Ooh, maybe I should get another hot beverage. I like this plan. I would like you to know that this tea, and yes, it is tea, it just has milk in it, is loose leaf, made local, and it comes in glass recyclable jars. It's also really expensive, so I drink it so rarely, but this is Witchathon. I'm not okay. Oh, that book. So it was really flowery, the language was very poetic, and it was all about this little boy that couldn't speak but could hear things, and not just hear the regular things, but like hear, hear love and hear all that kind of stuff. And it revolves around essentially him being at the center of this house where both his mother and his grandmother were dealing with serious trauma, and he could still hear the ghost of his father who was killed when his mother was pregnant. And so it was all about grief and letting go of it, and the final scenes where, the father, William, finally leaves, finally goes away, and you find out what it was that William's mother, the boy's grandmother, was hiding. And oh, the twist of who killed William was, I was not expecting that. Why didn't I read this before? Ooh, I gotta call Sam or something and be like, I'm sorry I didn't read the book you gave me sooner. Tell your aunt that she's a fantastic author. Usually I don't read those kind of books. I don't read the book where it's all about dealing, it's all flowery and comes to a point about dealing with grief. But seriously, if you were that kind of person, or you were going through, this is the book to read if you're going through some shit. This is like you're struggling with something and you need to go through the process. You need to step through the process of grieving and letting it go. This is the book. The Silence of Bonaventure Arrow by Rita Legansky. I cannot recommend this enough right now. And I don't even usually read this kind of book. Whew. Okay. I'm okay. I've still got about an hour before bed, which is my standard de-stress time, although I haven't felt that stressed today at all. I've actually had a fantastic day. I've been feeling way more in the Christmas spirit and way more just happier. Like the video I did earlier took a really long time, and it would have been a drudgery in what I've been feeling, but today, I don't know, like I feel like I've turned a corner, like I'm finally feeling excited for Christmas, and there's some other cool things going on. And even though everything that's been stressing me out is still there, all the issues I had are still there, they're just not weighing me down as much, and I don't know what it is, but I'm just feeling so much better today. So it's a great way to end the night. I finished another book. I am well on my way to finishing out this entire thing. I'm sitting pretty. I will talk to you tomorrow. Quick update, because I'm currently at work. My husband had to drop me off today, so I don't have that extra 10 minutes in the morning to actually read, but I don't have to pick him up from work tonight, so I get more time in the night, because I literally have to read all of my ebook today. I think I can do it. Fingers crossed, I think I can do it. I totally forgot to clue you guys in earlier. I've been home for a while now, and I'm doing really well working through the ebook, because again, I want The Bear and the Nightingale to be the last book I read. I'm really liking this one. It's not so much a post-apocalypse as it is like a mid-apocalypse, which I really like, because I feel like so many post-apocalypse books, they start you off after everything's gone to hell, and you're like, well, how did we get there? Well, here you see it. You see the play-by-play of everyone thought it was fine. The government was lying to them, saying it was fine. Crap, it's not fine. Get out, run. And I really like that. The characters are really, really vivid. They jump off the page. And there's a nice group dynamic where, like, I want all of them to live, but groups don't usually live very long in post-apocalypse settings. And they're not straight calling it zombies. They actually have a unique name for them, because the virus that kills them is called Bonavirus LX. So they call them Lexers or Eaters, which is kind of fun. But yeah, I'm really nervous that one of them is going to die, but I'm loving the characters. Also, I'm really glad that it's reading really fast because we also have to get some Christmas presents wrapped tonight. So I'll check in with you in a bit. Over halfway done with Until the End of the World. Definitely still a character study, and I'm really liking it, but I gotta take a break to do some Christmassy things. We gotta wrap some presents. And yes, I am wrapping my presents in newspaper. We get it for free, A, and B, my grandparents always did it, and I thought it was the coolest thing when I was a kid. Never realizing that they were doing it to save money. So I might throw a little bit of that in here just to give you some Christmas cheer. Another book done. Excuse me. That was supposed to be, I guess, the first in a series, but the ending was pretty satisfying. Like, I was reading to the end going, okay, when's the shoe gonna drop? When's the shoe gonna drop? When's the horde of zombies gonna overtake the farm? When's the big thing that makes you want to read the second book happen? And there's still some, like, not empty, still some things that could be resolved, but, like, for right now, I don't think I could take any more post-apocalypse. I don't know why. Just between Bonaventure Arrow and this one, maybe I'm getting overly sentimental. Maybe my mind is going, it's Christmas, we need all the Lifetime original movie Hallmark nonsense. Let's bring on the happy, corny stuff. So I'm hoping Bear and the Nightingale has that sort of charm, because apparently I need it. Although I will also be reading A Christmas Carol. I always read it this time of year, and it's a super short, easy read that I know by heart. At this point, I can quote it. But yeah, another book done. Now I just got to read another book in a day. I'm doing so well. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Back home from work, I had to stop in to do the little gift exchange with our friend Regal on the podcast. And then I was told that I had to plug the podcast on my BookTube channel. So if you like wrestling, professional wrestling, and you want to hear two dudes talking about it, including one who was the guy that Seth Rollins moonsaulted off of during that one time, and most of you don't even know what that is referring to, I'll link it down in the description below just so they'll stop getting on me. But I'm really excited because he got me an Amazon gift card. And that means I can start buying some indie books off my list. I'm so happy about that. But I gotta get reading. I've got about 50 pages in, which is about 1/6 of the way. And so if I'm doing the math, it took me about a half an hour to get 50 pages. And even then, like, I wasn't reading at top speed for half of that time. So I figure if I really get down into it, I can probably finish this thing in a couple hours, maybe a little bit more. And then I'll be done. Another Witchathon will be won. Just gotta get it going. I'll check in with you in a bit. Over halfway through The Bear and the Nightingale. I'm really liking it. Vasilia is a fantastic protagonist in my mind. Hate the stepmother. I really wish she wasn't so generically evil stepmother-esque. The thing with the priest is kind of weird. I'm not sure if he's attracted to her or not. I don't know. The Vasilia, not her stepmother. But I think if I set aside like a good hour for just reading, making some tea, I can probably knock most of the rest of this out. It's a pretty quick read, or at least enough of it. But I'll definitely have this finished tonight. That'll be easy. And then I get to go into the rest of my holiday break with a lot less hanging over my head. My red pile, my wrap-up is going to be so big. I read so many books this month. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I'll check in with you in a hot minute. So I read for an hour, and I am like 30 pages from the end, maybe a little more. but I'm feeling that kind of weariness in the eyes, so I'm gonna take a quick break. It's not even 9:30 yet, so I have plenty of time. Well, not plenty of time, but time to finish the book tonight. And then I probably gotta get this vlog put together so I can put out content every Saturday, even though I haven't quite managed it so far. Check in with you in a bit. I'm done. The book has been read. It is all done. The ending was delightfully bittersweet, which apparently is a theme with this readathon. But I beat another Witchathon even when this time I wasn't sure that I could do it. Now I hit this one a lot closer than the last one because it was like 2 hours till midnight when I finished the last book. Well, closer actually, but I did it. I will hopefully get a wrap up soon. I have a little bit of time before I actually for the holidays, so maybe I can level together. But I did it. Another Witchathon has been won. So thank you so much for coming with me on this journey, and I hope you had a wonderful day and a marvelous tomorrow.